Hey guys, what is going on? It is Sam here. Welcome to this video. So if you head over to the homepage, you'll see that there's a post saying dealing with games of chance. Now, pretty much what this is it's relating to the flower games and all other types of gambling in RuneScape. Now, I'm not going to read through all of it as there's quite a lot to say, and I'm pretty sure if you're interested in this yourself, then you can read it and find out what's going on. But I'm just going to be covering over the main points and pretty much just giving you a brief overview of what this update is about. So, like I was saying, the main sort of area that I can discuss is here, that pretty much Jagex have taken action against Mithril Seeds, Rings of Eggs, the Seal of Approval, and also a few skill cape emotes, including the Classic Cape. This pretty much means that all types of random chances that you could get from these types of items are now completely cut out. There will only be one result every single time. So starting off with the Mithril Seeds, you will see that it says that the flower that is planted will always show as white. So when you plant it, you're not going to get a random color of like red or blue or something like that. It will always show as white. However, when you do actually pick up the flower, it will actually still show as a random color in your inventory, but it still cuts out the fact that you can actually gamble or get a random chance, to other players. So that's really cool that they've done that. Like, it's taken quite a long time for them to take action on this, but they've finally done it. So I guess it's better to do it like now than never. So the next one is the Ring of Egg. Now, I wasn't playing when these came out, so I haven't really seen too many of them, but pretty much what the Ring of Eggs were is when you equip them, you would change into an Easter egg, and you would turn into a random color. But now it says you will always turn into a blue egg, so I guess in some sort of way you could probably gamble with guessing like the color that you could choose, and all sorts of things like that. So they've cancelled out that as well, which is really, really cool. The next one on the list is the Seal of Approval. Now, this is actually an emote that most people do have. I think you have to do the Christmas event to unlock it. And when you do this emote, you get a random number on your back for some reason. And I think the number ranges from 1 to 5. And when you do it, I guess, people could like see who could get the highest and sort of gamble and bet in that sort of way. However, when you do it now, you will always get the number 1. So that's completely stopped that from working. And then finally, they've got the Classic Cape emote. This is a cape, of course, that you unlock after, I think you have to play Classic to, unlock the cape, and then you can wield it in game. And whenever you do the emote with this, it shows like a random sort of item above your head. I think it's like a mining symbol, a rune hatchet, or a rune bar. However, they've now just changed it to the rune hatchet image, as it says right here. So again, it's cancelled out the random chance of getting a sort of a varied image. So just looking through it, they said that they're looking forward to 2013 and that they're still going to try and make it fun, memorable, and also special to everyone else of it. So this isn't the end of it. They're still going to be working on trying to combat, botting and gold farming, as it says there. So that's really cool that they've, finally begun to prevent people from gaining money in a rule-breaking way. I guess you could call it, as it now is a rule. To gamble, you're not allowed to do it anymore. So it's cool that they've they've finally done it. I mean, it's taken so long. Okay, then, so now for some in-game footage of some of the patches that Jagex made today to stop gambling. Now the first one is, of course, the Mithril Seeds. If you now plant them on the floor, they only come as white, all the time. So that completely cuts out any sort of gambling or a random chance that you can get from it. However, you can still pick them up and get a random coloured flower. As you can see in my invent, I'm still getting random colours, but however, there's still no way you can actually still gamble from it. Then the next one is the Seal of Approval. Now, whenever you used to do this emote, you used to get a random number on the back of you, and it would vary. I think it was 1 to 5 or something like that, and people could gamble out of this, who could get the highest, and that was another form of gambling. However, as you can see now, whenever I do this emote, I continuously get the number 1. So that's pretty awesome that they've stopped that. And then I'm wearing the Classic Cape. That is for a reason. Now, this comes with an emote, and if you right click, or actually it's not right click, sorry, it's on the Skill Cape. Whenever you used to do the Skill Cape emote, it would come up with like a random symbol above your head, like a rune bar or a rune axe, or a mining symbol. However, now when you do it, it only comes up with a rune hatchet. So there we go. So every time you do that, it only comes up with the same icon. So that's really cool that they've done that, because of course people would have moved to this if they hadn't have patched it. So that's cool that Jagex have actually sorted that out. And then there is one more that they did update, which was the Easter ring. However, I didn't play at the time that they came out, so I haven't actually got one myself, but I can give you a sort of brief of what they did to that. Pretty much when you equipped an Easter ring, you turn into an Easter egg and you're placed on the floor, and you will come up as a random color. However, now whenever you do it, you just come up as a blue egg. So I'm guessing somewhere you could have gambled with that, as it had a random chance of producing a random sort of color. But apart from that, that's pretty much all of it. So one other thing I wanted to show you that Jagex have implemented is that gambling is now a bannable offense. If you head over to your report button, and if I just choose a random person, obviously I'm not going to report them, but it now says down here that you can now report people for hosting their own flower games or anything like that related to player-run games with chance. So that's really cool. This was like much needed. I mean, I think most people use like scamming as the way to report them, but it wasn't really sort of like 100% accurate. So it's really cool to have this one specifically for gambling. It's going to be a lot easier to ban the people who have been breaking the rules for a long time yet still haven't been banned. However, that will be it from me for this video. If you've enjoyed it or like these game update videos, then make sure you throw it a thumbs up. That would be great to see, and also subscribe if you haven't already. But apart from that, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.